Great sounding earbuds with ANC. Let's check these out. Dave Taylor here, and I'm checking out these. Well, let me open it up. These are the Sennheiser CX Plus True Wireless Earbuds, and they're really nice. There's a lot to like about these. They do have a pretty distinctive, rather square design, but they're easy to put in. They are already in and comfortable, easy enough. They're already connected to my phone. They're ready to play. Everything's ready to happen. But before we get there, let me just talk a little bit about these. Now, they're powered by what they call their true response transducers, which give you 5 to 21,000 hertz frequency response. Pretty impressive. They cover all the major codecs, so AAC, aptX, aptX adaptive, and SBC, which means they're going to work great with iPhones or Android devices. And on a phone call, you put them both in, and I'll do that. And with phone calls, they actually sound really good, surprisingly good. There's 4 microphones and they're picking up your voice, even though, as I like to point out, the microphone's here and my voice is projecting here, but they do it well. And when I've tried these on phone calls, people actually have no idea that it's such a sort of subtle setup there. So that's really nice. No latency issues. If you want to watch your favorite Netflix show or something from your phone with these earbuds, they'll work perfectly well for that. And of course, the crown jewel, they have nice active noise canceling. So if you're in any sort of noisy environment, and I generally am in noisy environments, then that ANC is such a win. And you can turn it on and off, particularly with the app. And I'll show you that app in just a minute. There's an app called Smart Control, really cool. So one of the other things the app does is it lets you turn on transparent hearing. And well, I guess we'll just get to the app when I get to the app. So includes 4 sizes of ear tips. Here's the other 3 sizes. As with every one of these earbuds, try different sizes. It makes a really pretty astonishing difference. So I got these, I plugged them in, I paired them, I put on some music, and I was like, these sound pretty nice. And then I thought, let me try the larger size ear tips because I have larger ears. And all of a sudden it was like, wow, it was like 20 decibels more bass. It was such a significant difference, way improved everything. So give it a test. Also includes a USB-C charging cable, because on the back of the charging box is a USB-C port. And then the front has a little tiny light that shows you by color how far it's charged. And you basically get 8 hours on your earbuds and then 2 more full charges in the case, giving you a total of 24 hours. Now, I have to admit, instead of having one light with multiple colors, I kind of prefer having multiple lights, because I guess I'm just used to the idea of if they're all illuminated, there's lots of charge. If the only one's illuminated, there's not much charge. They do it by color, which is something I'll have to get used to. Really, not really a crisis. The earbuds themselves are IPX4, which makes them water resistant. So if you wear them while you're working out and you sweat, nothing bad's going to happen. They are using the very latest Bluetooth 5.2, which gives them excellent pairing connectivity between the 2 units and gives you a lot of range off of your source device. I've been listening to music while I've been wandering all over my office and home and everything, and I never have any dropout at all. That's really nice. So with all that in mind, let's now look at that app, because the app is actually pretty slick. So it is called Smart Control. It's a free download, and my assumption is that the Android version is very much like the iOS version. This is an iPhone 13 Pro, so it's the latest of that. And I'm just going to reconnect to my earbuds, and they found them. And I had to put them in because they turn off if you take them out of your ears, which is great unless you're trying to do a recording like this, in which case it's a little weird. But that's okay. So we're going to roll with it. So you can see transparent hearing. I can turn that on and off if I want to have more ambient noise around me. I can go, let's see, equalizer. And they have a really fun equalizer setting. Check this out. So that's neutral, but if I want to get more mid-range, or if I want to get more bass and treble, or maybe just more treble, so there's all of that. Again, you can go back to the more traditional sliders. And there are also presets. So you can go and see, I can turn off bass boost, I can go to movie mode, so on and so forth. So lots of options there. And then under the gear icon, there's lots of other features. I can turn on ANC. You can see that it's currently using AAC as the codec with the phone. And that side tone's super interesting. So side tone, sorry, I'm gonna just have this work somehow, but side tone lets you adjust how much of your voice you hear when you're on a phone call. And we're used to having a certain level of audio feedback, and that's pretty important for us in terms of being able to modulate our own level when we're talking. So having that be adjustable is really pretty slick. And that's about it. You can do updates, you can check on the app settings, you can turn on notifications. I think the only thing it would ever notify you is if there's a firmware update available. When I pulled these out of the box, immediately there was a firmware update, and I applied the firmware update, and then suddenly the transparent hearing option showed up. So that was interesting. So that all works great. Let me put these back in here and turn off our little recording. And so really the only thing left to talk about is the sound itself, and then the price. We'll get to the price in a second, but the sound is excellent. These are full and rich with a big sound stage and a warm sound quality to them. I actually went and listened to the Saturday Night Fever, the original soundtrack, and man, it's a beautifully engineered album, especially some of those Bee Gees numbers. And boy, it just sounded lush and full. I mean, just like you would expect from big, like studio quality headphones. And this was just coming out of these little earbuds. So really, they did a great job with the audio here. And for like latency, if you're watching a movie on your device or something, all of that is great. There's no latency issues at all. So really, the only comment I have is the price. We need to get to the price. But before we get to the price, I'm going to ask if you could subscribe to my channel. A click or a tap on that subscribe button, and we're connected. Great. So these, let me take one out again. These are the Sennheiser CX Plus True Wireless Earbuds, and they are $179.95 at Sennheiser.com. And I gotta say, these are some of the nicest under $200 earbuds that I've heard in a while. I'm a big fan. I already like the company. I have a lot of their audio gear. They really put their energy into creating the best possible, richest sound, and it really shows with these. So that's all I got. I'll hope to catch you in my next video.